All right, let's get started with this one. We need more Walmarts in this country, especially after this absolute disaster July 4th weekend and all the shootings and all the killings that took place. We need more Walmarts, and that's what America needs to get back to. Why? So they can buy more guns? Like, I don't understand. This weekend was insane, dude. America is so fucked. I probably should take the holsters off. Like, people are just murdering each other like crazy. Like, people say it's average. But yeah, but like our average is psychotic, dude.
2 months.
Who got chills, show of hands, from hearing that 98-year-old World War II veteran play the national anthem on a harmonica? Hands up, I think.
What? Oh my God, you guys are so whack. Like, how do they keep up this act like that shit is sick? Like, no, dude. He's 98 years old. Like, he's barely got spit left up there. You're making him use his last breaths on Earth to, like, harmonica the national anthem. Like, none of that is fun for anybody. Okay,
so who got
I got chills watching a 98-year-old man fucking shittily play the harmonica.
Chills,
like,
show of hands, from hearing that 98-year-old World War II veteran play the national anthem on a harmonica. Hands up. I think we all got our hands up here. But you know, it really is amazing, Michael, when you think about, you know, the two
like, leave him alone, dude. Leave him alone. Let him fucking live his goddamn life. Actually, he probably likes that shit. I feel like old vets love that shit. They love, like, being celebrated like that. So good job. But, like, this notion that you had chills. Also, why are you asking Vladimir Putin if he loved the 98-year-old man playing the harmonica? Like, he doesn't give a fuck. It is kind of wild that they got actually Vladimir Putin to be on Newsmax. They're really killing it.
Different countries we kind of live in, where you have these elite athletes that are in this world of privilege, and then you see just regular old folks in Walmart someplace in Texas. You know, I think that really represents two different feelings about this country we have right now. You have these elite who get all the attention, but then I think in middle America, folks still really love this country.
Oh, people really do love this country, and it was shown there at that Walmart. We need more Walmarts in this country.
USA, love it or leave it. It's like actual freak shit.
Especially after this absolute disastrous July 4th weekend and all the shootings and all the killings that took place. We need more Walmarts, and that's what America needs to get back to. We've lost our moral compass, and we need to find that moral compass again. As my father said, when we cease to be one nation under God, we become a nation gone under. And right now, we're under, and we need to get back to God.
Yeah, we need Walmart to have fewer products made in China, but that's a different topic. But, you know, I'm talking about the people shopping in the store.
Moral compass. God damn, dude. We really are the wackest fucking country on earth. At least the motherfuckers in North Korea are doing it at gunpoint. You know what I mean? Like, we just do it on our own inside of a fucking Walmart. Like, that's so whack. It doesn't get worse than that. I'd rather be forced to sing it. I'd rather have my countrymen be forced to sing it at gunpoint than, like, nah, I love it myself, okay? I love America. I'm singing it in Walmart. Walmart is the backbone of America's morality. Just, like, exploitative as shit. Folks, America's back, okay? Racism is alive and well. Let's take a look at this insane
With rising
story.
tensions in a South Jersey community after a man's racist rant is captured on video. Good evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington.
And I'm Jessica Cartalia. Dozens of protesters gathered outside the man's home in Mount Laurel.
I'm not going to lie, low-key, this is a little bit overboard. I mean, I haven't seen the actual video, but, like, this is crazy. It's going to get wild. Watch.
The video of the confrontation with his neighbor went viral. Late this evening, police took the man into custody. Alexandria Hoff is in Mount Laurel, where the protests got a little heated. Alex.
Well, that's right, Yuki. Jessica, protesters were out here because they were upset that this man, seen in videos using racial slurs, was charged with harassment but then allowed to return home. Well, new charges did emerge this evening, and he was taken into custody in dramatic fashion. It was a dramatic home removal for a man who many claim had been harassing neighbors outside of his Mount Laurel home for years. Police were called to the 3600 block of Gramercy Way Friday shortly after a disturbing video went.
I mean, I guess the news is just like, fuck it. He doxed himself, so time to dox him further? I mean, that dude can't live there anymore, you know what I mean? Ironically, I guess they don't like his kind there, boy. You know what I mean? Like, He's not going to be able to fucking live on that street anymore. That's for sure. the reverse Uno card.
Viral, where police say 45-year-old Edward Cagney Matthews was shouting offensive and racial slurs at a neighbor.
This monkey over here, this monkey over here.
On Friday.
Oh! Oh, shit, the classics, dude. Wow. That's an old one. That's a old but gold. You know what I mean? Wow, that's crazy. Interesting. Yeah, he's doing racism like a 14-year-old, like a kid. That's that childish racism. The old reliable. Yeah, exactly, dude.
Matthews was charged with biased intimidation and harassment.
The judge decided that they should be on a summons. So that evening, Mr. Matthews was released.
Monday afternoon, protesters arrived to his home demanding police take Matthews into custody.
This is America. We all live here. We can't put up with this.
Several years ago, Aaliyah Robinson's daughter, Jasmine, lived below Matthews in a different nearby apartment complex.
I'm literally in fear all the time living with my son. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Once the recent video was shared online, Jasmine decided to upload one that she had taken years back, where a man she describes as Matthews repeatedly used.
So now here I go looking like a you're calling the cops.
I totally understand.
Oh, wow. He's, hey guys, it's progress. He went from the N-word to using he started saying monkey instead. He's growing. He's shown growth. Racist people will be like, he's demonstrated growth. Let him go. Oh no, he used the N-word in the other video too? Oh, never mind.
Why the protesters were here today.
Happy 4 months.
They had seen videos that weren't available to us on Friday night that were even worse.
Once that new video was reviewed, new charges were added, including assault. The decision was made to arrest Matthews. The protest that had remained calm all day got heated as police and SWAT units pulled Matthews from his home. Several bottles were thrown at Matthews' home and at police, but many...
Look at what CRT is doing. This is critical race theory, brother. Not letting me say the N-word. I hate it. I thought this was America. What the fuck?
Community members urged that action to stop.
In action, Hoggers.
Police are still on scene where, excuse me, there was actually Mason.
COVID. The full video? All right, we'll watch the full video. This is the OG one, right? Trigger warning, just a Thumbelina being like very aggressively racist, like, you know, N-word's gonna be heard. I'm just letting you guys know. There's a thread of like 3 2-minute videos. Oh my god, dude. That's wild.
Touch him! Touch him! Touch him, Pito! Put your hands on me again. Touch him! That's twice. Touch him! Twice. Touch him! And his name is Brandon. Pito.
What's he doing? Like, is he just like walking up to black people's houses?
Thanks.
And just saying the N-word and stuff? Like, what's happening with this guy? Like, what's his deal? Does anyone understand what his deal is?
Fucking love him.
Saying the N-word prank.
Yo, you want to know why I'm going after him? I don't care. I don't give a shit. So why are you here? I don't give a shit. So why are you here? I don't give a shit. Then get the fuck out of here then. I don't give a shit. Put your hands on me one more time. Oh, you put your hands on me. Come close. Hold on. Come close. Right.
He was accusing them of being drug dealers? Wait, what?
There. I know. Right there. That's right there. The rolling jerseys. Back up. Come close. Back up. Keep backing up. Back up. Don't touch me. Keep backing up. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Vito, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
What is he doing?
Fucking bastard. That's right. Yeah, my parents are both dead. Yeah, what the fuck? My parents are both dead too. And what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Nothing. What you gonna do? Nothing. All what you do is harass all people. That's all you know how to do. These motherfuckers are taking our fucking money. I don't give a shit. Well then shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up, monkey. White monkey.
Oh, he said white monkey. He said mayo monkey, dude.
They'll love me.
Oh no! Oh no! This isn't racist. It's just New Jersey. Yeah, this is the average interaction that every man in New Jersey has with one another. For the record, I just want to let you guys know, if you're unfamiliar, this is just New Jersey, like straight up.
Motherfucker, you're right. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do shit. Touch him. Touch him. That's all I want you to do. Touch him. Suit up for you. Touch him. That's all I want you to do. Touch him. I know better. Oh, good, you know better. Get the fuck out of here. I got you 3 times. Touch him. I don't give a shit. Don't worry. I don't give a shit about you. That's called assault. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna wait for the cops to show up. And that's called assault. Yes. Wait for them to come here. Wait for them. We will. Yes. Keep waiting. I am. You walking on someone's property. This isn't their property, you dumb fuck. You dumb fuck. This is their house. They don't know this is common ground. You dumb, ignorant nigger. Have rights over no, they don't. Yes, they do. They don't have any right. Get the fuck out.
Wait, what happened? What'd he say? I'm sorry, what? Texas is less racist than New Jersey at this point. I mean, New Jersey hits different, dude. It's just like, I don't know how to describe it. New Jersey, maybe it's because of all the like processing plants and shit. Like, I don't know what it is. There's just like a fucked vibe a weird energy out there in the air. Like, everyone's just like weirdly contentious with one another. Straight up, always. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like the water. I don't know what the fucking pollution is. Like, it's just very strange. It's the Italians. Maybe. I don't know, man. Italians live in other places too. I feel like Italians in Chicago just like eating deep dish pizza and fucking, you know, kielbasa sausages or whatever. Whereas like Italians in New Jersey are very aggro.
No right. This is called common ground. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's all you know how to do. Walk up, harass all people. Nobody's harassing anybody. Yes, you have been. You have been. Everything is recorded. I don't give a shit. Everything I don't give a shit. I want to have a conversation. I do not give a shit. If you don't give a shit, then get the fuck out of here. I don't give a shit about you. I give a shit about them. So you get the fuck out of here. Okay. I have every right to be here like you do. Oh, yeah. Just like he does right here. This is called common property. I don't care. Okay, well, if you don't care, walk away. Learn your laws. Walk away. It's not Africa. Oh, this is Africa. I was not Solomon.
Oh, man, it's not Africa. Okay. So there's a thread. Oh, there's more.
This is called common property. I don't care. Okay, well, if you don't care, walk away. Learn your laws. Walk away. It's not Africa. Oh, this is Africa. I was not Solomon here, wherever the fuck you were. I was born in America. Well, then you know what's common ground. What's common ground? I don't give a shit about you.
You can tell. Yeah, someone in the chat pointed this out as well. But like, he's like charging up the N words. You know what I mean? He's like charging up the racism. He's about to be like, Kamehame, like. You can tell. He released one early and it didn't hit. You know what I mean? He like released one too early in the altercation. So now he's like building back up. Like he's doing the Rasengan. Like he prematurely dropped the N-word and now he's like powering back up to it so he can like really, really just like hit it impactfully. But this is a black dude living in New Jersey. He hears, you know, white people saying the N-word all the time, probably. So he's got his defense points on that front are OP.
Shit. Go out, go back to your house, go walk your dog, go do your shit. I'm right here. Okay, stay there right there. Do not talk to him. Do not harass him. I'm going to stay right here. This monkey over here, both have videotape of you putting your hands on me twice. Oh, yeah, exactly. So what the fuck are you going to do about it? I'm going to press charges.
Look, he's unfazed, bro. Like, you know.
7 months.
Look at this. Just unfazed. He's continuing with the... Like, he just dropped the AoE, okay? So that's his AoE attack. Like, he is now trying to kite the other two black members behind him and trying to bring them into battle as well. He basically dropped he called them monkeys. Yeah, the AoE taunt. He's drawing aggro. But it's not working. It's failing. His defenses are too high.
Go on there.
We will.
Go on there.
You know what the police can do?
What do the police do?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Because they have no jurisdiction here.
Okay, they don't. Okay, that's fine.
So when they get here, I'm going to walk them the fuck off like I just did in front of Verlin's house.
Okay.
Who's Verlin?
Okay, I don't give a shit.
I love the white defense here, the defense brigade. The black guy called him a white monkey too. Yeah, dude. Everybody famously knows saying white monkey is exactly the same energy as calling a black person a monkey or the N-word. So yeah, there's a difference between calling a dude a bitch and a woman a bitch. Like contextually, there are differences. Okay, dude. Yeah, history doesn't exist, dude.
Okay.
The secretary of the board, her and her daughter are the fuck out of here.
I do not care. I do not care. You are not going to harass them. You are not going to talk to them. Keep laughing.
I am.
Yo, good.
I will.
Oh, good. Keep laughing. That's all you know how to do.
Keep running your mouth.
That's all you know how to do.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you know how to do.
I didn't touch you. You touched me.
I don't give a shit.
That's good.
I
As
don't
long
give a
as you
shit.
know that.
Yes, exactly. I don't give two shits about it. You can't go press charges. I don't give two shits about it.
Hold on. You're right.
I don't give a shit.
Why can't I press charges? Why can't I press charges? They have no jurisdiction here. Nothing.
See, he's drawing his ult like the thunder clouds are like coming up behind him, like da na na da na na da na 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 na, and then he's just gonna fucking. He's charging it, dude.
The white dude has a history of calling people racial slurs for fun, so calling him a white monkey is the least of the problems.
Brandon, you have no idea what you're getting involved in.
Don't talk to me.
And if you want to be involved in this, I'm
Don't talk
going
to
to
me.
talk whoever I want.
Exactly. Don't talk to me.
If you want to get involved in this,
Don't
you know
talk
what
to me.
happened to the last one?
I know what you did. You broke that window. So
Windows?
What the fuck you did?
Dude,
I don't care.
Cookie's
No.
window.
Wait, what? This guy's like a menace, dude. This guy's literally a menace in the neighborhood. He's just like, so he's doing this repeatedly. Like this is a repeat offender. I don't understand. How do you deal with a fucking neighbor like this? Vanilla gorilla type beat? What the fuck, dude?
Windows got shot out with a shotgun.
I don't care.
222s to their fucking front face.
I do not care.
In Cherry Hill,
I
their
don't
fucking
care.
daughter got smashed.
Exactly. I don't
Is
care.
that what you want? No. And you want to know where I was when all this happened?
I don't care.
At work, monkey.
I don't care where you were.
At morgue. Just like I told the Mount Laurel police, get these fucking monkey niggers out of here and you can't do shit. That's me talking shit. 3602 Gramercy Way, that's where I live. Come fucking see me.
Seems like that was a mistake. Guys, I don't want to get ahead of myself here. I'm beginning to think this guy might be racist. I don't know. It feels like he could be racist.
3602 Gramercy Way, that's where I live. Come fucking see me. So you were real comfortable, so get me on video so you know what you see. Bring whoever.
I'm surprised. There's got to be some chatters in here who are like literally just so desperate to be like, wait, we need the context though. Why has he been yelling about how the black people around him are N-words and monkeys? Like, we need the context. Yeah, it seems like they heard the message.
And who many claim had been harassing neighbors outside of his Mount Laurel home for years.
It's not Africa.
Police were called to the 3600 block of Gramercy.
Protesters gathered outside the man's home in Mount Laurel after video of the confrontation with his neighbor went viral. Late this evening, police took the man into custody.
Lol, what context would make it justifiable? That's the joke. That's the joke I'm making. It's literally just unjustifiable. Yeah, just hold on. Let's do this again.
Shot out with a shotgun.
I don't care. I don't care where you were.
At morgue. Just like I told the Mount Laurel police, get these fucking monkey niggers out of here and you can't do shit. That's me talking shit. 3602 Gramercy Way, that's where I live. Come fucking see me. So you were real comfortable, so get me on video so you know what you see. Bring whoever.
And they did. Alex Jones build? Yeah, I'm surprised that he like isn't a cop. You know what I mean? The white guy's also a drug dealer. He admits it himself here. He also claims to call the police to protect them. Wait, what? White guy exposed himself for selling drugs?
What's happening? I sell drugs. That's what I do. That's what I've always done around here. I stopped, went to prison 3 times.
I sell drugs. That's what I do.
Now I have all the friends with the cops. If you guys want to keep doing it this route, we're going to go the legal route. You're not going to get any help from the cops because they're my people. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's why you're not getting anything. And I know that you've said that. The cops came down and told me. They said, what do you want us to do? So you can figure that out. We're not trying to cause you a problem. You're not trying to cause us a problem, right?
I've never been trying to cause you a problem.
Right. So there's no reason for the cops to come.
This motherfucker has a Rolex on, dude. Is that a Foley? You think?
Back around.
Isn't that like a Mariner or something? Like that's like.
We should be perfectly cordial, be able to have these conversations, and be able to live around here with no problem.
Yeah, but now what you're talking about, oh, the cops aren't going to help you, or calling my brother a nigger. I don't bother you. I don't do anything.
Calling your brother a nigger.
Yeah, you did do that.
No, I said now I'm going to call the cops like the niggers do. That's what I said. I didn't call your brother a nigger.
You fucking nigger.
I said now here I go looking like a fucking nigger calling the cops. This is exactly what I said.
Well, we all heard it.
We all heard you?
We all heard it, yeah.
Oh, and never mind, dude. Sorry. I guess we should just walk away from this. Oops. Sorry, sir. This was a misunderstanding. Okay. Never mind, I guess. My man's like fucking up the stereotypes too. I don't understand. Like what is that? Is there a stereotype of like black people calling the cops or something? Like what? Like how are you gonna be racist and not do like racial stereotypes appropriately? Like he couldn't even figure that out.
Everybody outside. I couldn't believe it because I wasn't even in the argument.
Right, and you weren't even there either.
Yeah,
and
but I came outside up top.
Keep doing what you're doing, and then we'll turn it around another way. How about that?
Okay, turn it around another way. I just recorded everything you said on my phone, so go ahead, because I'm about to go file a complaint right now.
You can file.
I am. The whole conversation recorded.
He goes crazy after the cop comes at 4:30. Oh shit, let's see. Oh, this is a whole ass video, dude.
Come fucking see me. So you were real comfortable. So get me on video so you know what you see. Bring whoever.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey White, why are you back over here?
Well, somebody called me.
Someone called you. It's private property. You have no jurisdiction here whatsoever.
I do
None.
when somebody calls me.
Hold on.
I need back up.
You know what? Hold on.
Back
Go ahead.
up.
No.
Oh my god. Is he wearing a Baby Yoda shirt? I love that he thinks, dude, this is extremely white person behavior. To assume that like because you're a part of like whatever fucking homeowners association you were a part of, that like cops literally can't do anything. Like you could just murder someone and cops can't come on the private property like for an altercation. It's private property. Hey, White. You have no jurisdiction here. It's like, dude, you don't have diplomatic immunity, you fucking thumb. This is not U.S. soil. Notice how originally that was not private property, but it was actually common ground, so he could stand right there and be as racist as he wanted to. All the black people in the neighborhood. But now it's private property when the cop rolls up. Misgive drip. True. Dude, look at his pockets inside out, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ. This dude is like, oh, he's all over the place. You know he bullied the fuck out of John Boyega on Instagram? Oh, straight up. He's got real Star Wars, got real SJW energy right here. Dripped in Walmart designer. Least racist Star Wars fan.
I need back up.
You know what? Hold on.
Back
Go ahead.
up.
No.
Back
I'm gonna
up.
let you do your thing. Go talk to these fucking niggers. Go ahead.
Stop,
Fuck you. Go talk to the niggers. Let them know what I'm all about and what their fucking rights they have.
All right. You want to go back?
Is this guy like a CI or something? I don't understand. Like, why are they so nice to him? Cop's like, whoa, Hank, we can talk like this when we're together. You can't say that to him. That's like, this is not our COD lobby, dude. Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Go back to your house. I'll come back to you.
No, I'll stay right here. It's common property.
Okay.
Have a nice night.
You guys from 1101? Oh, yeah. How's it going?
Bro, if this guy arrests the black dudes, I'm going to lose my mind.
I'm going to let you guys get an education right now.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'll do my job. Right?
No problem.
Who Family's at 11:01. You guys want to step in and talk, or? Okay.
I want him to go away. I don't know him. I want him to leave me alone.
Denise, I'm not going away until your husband stops fucking finding me and threatening me while I'm at fucking work.
Cagney, cut it out, man.
Oh, wait.
Talk to them.
Oh my God, the cop literally knows him by name. He knows him, dude. What the fuck? That's nuts, dude. What is happening, dude? Cops just know every racist person in a neighborhood. How do they know each other? Like, do they from the rally? Like, how do they know each other?
Arrest me!
I'm not
you kidding?
Right now. Relax.
You fucking niggers!
Just cut it out, dude.
That's what you see, Brandon. 36.
Someone said community policing. Yeah, community policing is when you collaborate with the most racist people in the community. Exactly. No, I'm kidding. They probably. I mean, this dude is so comfortable. He's so comfortable, dude, that this dude has done this before. The cops probably know him. Probably like famous in the police department. Or if he like already admitted that he sold drugs, probably like a CI or something on top of that too. This isn't Florida. No, chatters forget that I went to school in New Jersey, right? So I rarely ever talk about New Jersey, but like this is extremely New Jersey behavior. Like what's going on here is remarkably New Jersey. I'm just letting you know. New Jersey can get very Florida sometimes.
Come see me, you
Nobody's coming to see you, Cagney. Go home. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Go home. I'll talk to you in a minute. Wow, virgin cop. Chad racist versus virgin cop. What the fuck? Chad racist versus virgin racist. Come on, just go home. We'll talk about it in a second, please. Come on, we'll have beers later.
I agree. That's not supposed to be allowed to go. I agree with you. You guys all live at 1101? Or? Yeah. No, just me. Okay. So.
Don't want to litter on our property.
I appreciate that. Thank you. You want to go and talk real quick? Let's see what's going on here.
Circus? Did you know there was monkeys out?
Cagney, cut it out, man. Go home.
Well, he got arrested now, boys. Sometimes it's funny to laugh at these fucking hogs, dude. And also, in the end, there is a... it's not one of those stories with a bad ending. One of those stories with a good ending. Let's take a look. I mean, he literally doxed himself. He said, come to me, come to my house, and invited everybody. So, you know... Yet another incident when, you know, it's fucking so sick when you're sowing. But when the reaping comes around, you're like, oh, fuck, dude. Oh, no. Oh, don't do it. You know, when you fuck around and then you find out, you're like, oh, shit. Did not want to find that out. Okay, so let's move on from this and let's get back to the news here. There is some sad news. The death toll is up to 32 in the Miami Beach area condo building collapse. They also demolished the rest of it so they could go back in so that the rest of the building does not collapse on top of the already collapsed building. So they had to demolish it. We can watch that video if you want. Fox News is still crying about Captain America being woke. That's crazy. Okay, we'll look at that in a second too. All right, so Kayleigh McEnany had a fire take. Maybe this is why we need critical race theory. Or whatever the fuck they call critical race theory.
Starting with you, Bill Bennett, the haters never take a day off from hating. That is clear. And they never take a day off of getting the facts wrong. We know most of our forefathers, all of our main founding fathers, were against slavery, recognized the evils of it.
I'm sorry, what? Actually true. What? It's literally the opposite of the truth. It's like you could not be more wrong. Like saying that our founding fathers were against slavery, okay, with like minor exceptions, is like saying Hitler actually loved the Jews, okay? They 100% were super on board with slavery. That is an insane take, okay? I mean, George Washington not only had slaves, like owned slaves, but at the time, it was illegal to keep having slaves for 6 months, for longer than 6 month periods. So he would literally shift his slaves around and make them cross state borders so that he could keep having said slaves. So you fucking know that he knew it was wrong. Like at least some people thought it was wrong. And yet he was like, no, I'm gonna skirt over the law. I mean, and this is before we get into, you know, Thomas Jefferson. Sure, there were founding fathers that felt some type of way about slavery, but to say that the founding fathers across the board were anti-slavery is a idiotic and absolutely untrue statement. This is one of the most famous paintings in American history, the Declaration of Independence. I decided to put red dots on all the men who held slaves. Next time someone puts them on a pedestal and says we can't question their judgment on guns or whatever, show them this image. Yeah, it was kind of their thing, dude. They were certainly not anti-slavery, but they knew it was wrong. I mean, that kind of makes it worse. You realize that, right? Like, if you're doing something that's profoundly evil while simultaneously recognizing that's evil, don't you think that that kind of makes it worse a little bit? Because, like, this isn't like something you can't avoid, you know what I mean? This isn't like fucking buying an iPhone, knowing that it's like, knowing that conflict minerals are being mined for every technological piece of equipment that you use, basically. This is absolutely something that you could have avoided at the time. You haven't given a good enough argument not to like the forefathers? I mean, dude, I'm not even saying don't like them, but like, I'm not making an argument for you to not like the forefathers or the founding fathers. It's just like, if you think that it was okay, if you don't have a problem with like what George Washington was doing, then, you know, okay. I mean, that kind of sucks for you, I feel like. Yeah, Thomas Jefferson raped a 14-year-old slave. The entire reason why we have this conversation is the reason why we should be having this conversation. Because like, people lose their minds when you literally bring up a fact about the founding fathers. Like, a well-established fact about the founding fathers is enough to like break people's brains and be like, what the fuck? No, just recognize that they were not perfect, and also that that was a horrible thing that they did. What's next, dude? What's happening? You're just gonna fucking cancel every political leader throughout time, bro? It's crazy. No, it's like, we're acknowledging history, man. Why are you getting so butthurt about it? I don't get it. Owning slaves were kind of their thing. They kind of, you know, built the country around it a little bit. Land and slaves. What do you say to the apologists who sweep slavery under the rug? But back then it wasn't wrong? That's a really interesting conversation to have, because it literally just avoids the feelings of black people. Like, you are unironically talking about like the black people that were owned at the time as though they're not real human beings. And I find it so strange. Like, whenever we have this conversation and people are like, well, they debated the, you know, morality around slavery all the time. It's like, well, okay, but like, I don't think the black people enjoyed it. Like, what the fuck? I mean, they were people. Why are you forgetting that they're fucking people? That's so weird. And again, it wasn't okay. Like, America's one of the last fucking countries to abolish it. It was kind of a big war to do so, too. People didn't want to fucking just let it go. So, no, like, plenty of people knew that it was bad and came to that conclusion way before America did. Okay? So, to say that it's not bad is ridiculous. It's also John Adams' erasure, okay? People will sweep away black people's feelings during slavery, saying that it wasn't economically smart to abuse slaves, so obviously slave owners didn't hurt them, and it's just so stupid. Yeah, that's a profoundly racist take. Let's keep going.
Well, let's bring in Michael Loftus, comedian and host of the Loftus Party podcast. Michael, I know you've got a lot to say about this. I mean, Captain America, he's the enduring symbol of the U.S. What is happening?
It's sad, really. It's so sad when Captain America is now like Captain Woke or Captain...
I've never read the comic books, so I'm not even going to do the research to figure out whether or not Captain America has always been kind of political and kind of woke, and instead cry about a Captain America that never existed. Not that I care anyway. Comic books are for virgins. But now all of a sudden, I'm actually acting like I do care about comic books.
Captain Propaganda. Did I miss an issue where he was kidnapped by liberal arts professors and was forced to move to Portland? It's the absolute worst. And it's just more proof that the left is going to come after everything that real Americans hold near and dear. They're in after baseball. They tried to cancel apple pie. And now Captain America. Maybe they'll change his outfit. Maybe now.
It's so funny. They just like make stuff up. This argument, the culture war stuff is so stupid that you just have to like make shit up always. Like, they're coming after apple pie. It's like, are they? Who's coming after apple pie? It's so stupid.
Instead of a shield, he'll be armed with a laptop, and he'll have exciting adventures where he sits in coffee shops and tweets mean things, and he's an active fact checker on Facebook. It's horrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely incredible as well. I mean, the thing is that children watch these, and they are so influenced by them. And so, you know, when you do something like this, what impact do you think that has?
It's always like one fucking think tank writer who like lives for the take economy coming up with like whatever rad lib way that they can like justify getting Twitter hate clicks being used as a weapon against like the entirety of the left. It's like some fucking columnist will just write like apple pie is actually racist, and then all of a sudden every conservative's like, oh, did you see? They're trying to cancel apple pie. It's like, dude, you're such a fucking idiot. Like, not a single normal American is like, yeah, we need to cancel apple pie. Author tries to cancel apple pie by linking to the genocide of indigenous people. There you go. Bye-bye, America's Pie. The UK newspaper is being... Wait, it's not even America. It's British people trying to... Yeah, I don't give a fuck about what British people have to say about apple pie, dude. I'm sorry. Don't you guys have like I don't know, don't you guys are you too busy fucking shitting on Corbyn and calling him an anti-Semite or something? I can't think of anything else right now. Don't you have pedophiles to defend? Who gives a fuck what British people think, what the Guardian thinks about fucking apple pie, dude? Yeah, go eat fucking jellied eel, bruv. British people are just mad because like we took their pies and made it better. Literally. Why, bruv? Can they fucking mince meat in there, yeah? It's a beef Wellington. Why? Actually, beef Wellington's pretty good. I shouldn't be shitting on it, but... Why is there no fucking jellied eels and potatoes in this pie, bruv? Anyway, let's keep going.
As on young viewers and young readers.
It has a huge impact, and a lot of people think that comic book sales are down, but they're not. They're actually growing. This is pretty insidious. They don't want the right to have any heroes. Gone are the days of the lone hero and self-reliance. They have to tear that down and make us question everything. I find it completely ironic that a Marvel comic like Captain America...
Dude, all of these fucking dweeb loser nerds that were comic book writers have always historically been leftist adjacent, okay? They're all degenerates and freaks like we are now. Of course they were all fucking leftist and or at least like progressive. What right-wingers don't realize is that literally every comic book villain is a right-winger. Like every comic book villain has historically been a right-winger. So I don't know why like they're just shocked to find out now. Where it's like comic books are getting so woke. I guess except for like Punisher. Even though Punisher is still like an anti-cop libertarian, you know what I mean? So that's additional irony that like all the cops love using the Punisher decal for, you know, vigilante justice, but like Punisher fucking hates cops. Punisher is a Vietnam War veteran who is anti-war and anti-cop, but he is definitely a right libertarian who like engages in vigilante justice. Republicans are so fucking stupid. Captain America's been woke since it was first created and back in 1941. Yeah, I mean, yeah. This is a guy who literally punches Nazis, dude. Why in the ever-loving fuck would Republicans ever think that a guy who famously punched Nazis like all the time and was anti-Nazi and kept killing and punching Nazis would ever be on the side of conservatives?
Is going to insist that the American dream is dead when Stan Lee, who made that company what it is, his parents were immigrants. He lived the American dream. Marvel Comics is the embodiment of the American dream, and now they want to convince children it's not real. It's horrible. I'm done with Captain America. He's dead.
Well, what about the companies?
Dude, you are such a bitch, dude. You are such a fucking pussy bitch. I swear to God, like, my comic book superhero fantasy is no longer great. Like, how is it any different than like the soy-facing, annoying, like fucking misogynistic gamer bros who like lose their minds when there's like Captain America's a woman? Wah! Like, this is the exact same shit. You're like, actually, no, fuck that. This is worse. You're upset because Captain America is behaving like Captain America and therefore woke. Also ironic because he wants to cancel Captain America.
That own and make, you know, Captain America. I think Disney is one of it's the Avengers, I believe. Captain.
This is screaming like, I think Homelander is a good character energy, okay? This is why conservatives will never understand nuance. They will never understand subtext. They're fucking so dumb. And that's precisely why they think Homelander is a good character. Homelander's a brilliant character, but he's not a good fucking character. He's a bad person. He's literally an evil villain. Okay? Like, he's not the hero in that story, guys. What do you mean? He's blonde, he's got blue eyes, and he's got fucking laser beams that come out of it, and also he's sexy and he's strong. And he waves the goddamn flag, brother. He's a goddamn patriot. I love him.
There's a great piece to that end on Heritage called 1776, not 1619. But I'll leave it to you. You know, they're so wrong on so much. Where to begin? Starting with you.
Why is something that's not real, comics, a good argument against the left? It's like Tim Pool trying to debate Sam Cedar with a Thanos argument. Because comic books are fun to read. And also, they have like mainstream appeal now. So what that means is you can do like cultural critique and cultural analysis around comic books and maintain people's attentions. Okay? That's what it is. And that's the reason why. That's the reason why people talk about comic books. Because if they were to talk about like the actual, if they were talking about like other issues, like Republicans trying to desperately block the infrastructure spending for bandwidth, for example, and limit it to $16 billion rather than the $75 billion it was slated to be, which is still not enough, then that's like incredibly boring. But most importantly, that also hurts the Republican argument. So you have to hyper-focus on the propaganda. And you don't really have any sort of, you don't really have an argument on the propaganda front either. There's like really not a lot going on with the Biden administration. So, and I don't mean that in a good way, by the way. I just like, there aren't a lot of controversies. They're like holding him aggressively. So he's in a holding pattern. So it's like they can't really shit on Biden too much. So they look for other things to manufacture outrage and keep your attention. Because that's the only way that you will have a resilient, emboldened audience that knows what their convictions are, right? Trump was right about that. The media has nothing to do now. Yeah, he is 100% right about that. But here, Biden is renewing the vaccine push. In honor of Joe Biden renewing the vaccine push, I'm going to try to get Korinikoff vaccinated, boys.
Major holiday where life felt almost normal with most COVID restrictions lifted nationwide. Nearly 2 million people passed through TSA checkpoints every day this weekend, and gatherings on beaches and at parades were back in full swing. But the health officials in the White House aren't letting their guard down. 67% of U.S. adults have received at least one dose. That's short of the president's goal of 70%. The rapidly spreading Delta variant is renewing efforts to get more shots in arms to avoid a major surge in cases. NBC News Now correspondent Dasha Burns is following the latest COVID headlines this morning. Dasha, good morning. So we've, of course, talked quite a bit about outreach and programs to get people who've been on the fence about the vaccine to go ahead and get the shot, like bringing the shot to places where they're going to be anyway, commuter hubs, things like that. So tell us about this latest push to vaccinate more Americans.
Hey, Savannah, good morning. Yeah, as you mentioned, a lot of celebration over the weekend. And even though the White House fell short of their goal of 70% by the 4th of July, President Biden still striking a pretty optimistic tone over the weekend, but also saying that getting vaccinated is the most patriotic thing that Americans could do. And Savannah, while so many folks celebrated, breathed a sigh of relief that we're rounding the bend here with the pandemic, there are still many parts of this country where the vaccination rate is lagging. Looking at states like Mississippi, where the amount of people with one dose is just 36%. Louisiana, where that number is 39%. States like Idaho, Wyoming, Alabama, 40% of people with at least one dose. And those are the areas where those low vaccination rates are making those communities more vulnerable to the Delta variant, which is spreading, especially among that unvaccinated population, Savannah.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, Dasha, I have one to ask you about that's concerning. It's sad. The CDC is now investigating the death of a 13-year-old Michigan boy who died days after getting his second dose of the Pfizer vaccine. What are you learning about that investigation and what might have happened here?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. This shit is so bad, dude. Yeah, this is why people get afraid to take the vaccine, okay? This is why people get like worried about taking the vaccine. This is literally it.
Hey, Savannah, yeah, 13-year-old Jacob Kleinick died in his sleep 3 days after receiving his second dose of the Pfizer vaccine. His aunt telling the Detroit Free Press that he was healthy with no underlying conditions. And the county health department in Saginaw County, where Jacob was from, telling local press, confirming the CDC is investigating whether there is a correlation between his death and the vaccine. And that is the important thing to note here, Savannah. There are still a lot of questions. There is not yet a confirmed connection between his death and the vaccine, and examiners say that it could still be months before this investigation is complete.
Absolutely important context there, Dasha. Also, let's stay on Pfizer. Researchers in Israel say the vaccine is less effective.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Hey guys, vaccine. We need to do another vaccination push. Also, a 13-year-old died after getting the vaccine, but we don't know why he died. But we're just gonna mention it right now. Great, dude. Okay, 6 months down the line, they're going to be like, yeah, there was no fucking connection. But it doesn't matter because literally everyone already, like, remembers that.
Against the Delta variant. How much protection do people have? What's Pfizer saying about this? And if you got this shot, is there anything you need to know?
Yeah, Israel's health ministry saying that Pfizer is less effective against the Delta variant than previous strains, according to a preliminary study. The data shows full inoculation is 64% effective at preventing infection. That's compared to 94% with previous strains. But here's the key piece here. Again, it is still highly effective against preventing hospitalization, showing a 93% effectiveness rate at preventing hospitalization, Savannah.
And that is something so important to keep in mind and to keep you safe. Dasha, thank you so much.
I hate when people are like, oh, well, a person took the vaccine and fucking died. Like, okay, but we don't even know if they died because of that or whatever the other complications were. And it happened to one person out of like millions of people who have taken the vaccine and are perfectly fine. I hate that people use this shit. It's the same energy with like, it's the same energy as saying, well, undocumented immigration is dangerous. After all, a person was murdered by an undocumented immigrant here. And it's like, dude, if you look at the actual data, you will recognize that undocumented immigrants cause less crime per capita than natural-born U.S. citizens do. So the argument about like the law or the argument about like undocumented immigrants like cause more crime is an idiotic one. You're just pointing to a singular instance. I don't know how you can at this stage literally look at COVID numbers, hospitalization numbers, new case numbers, and not recognize that the vaccines work, and they work very well. You put significantly worse stuff in your body every fucking day. And you don't know what it does. You don't know what kind of long-term complications that has. And yet when it comes to a life-saving vaccine that will restore the way that we used to live, you're like losing your mind over it. And I do understand. I'm not just saying this because I'm a Kirinikov simp, okay? I'm not just like, you know, saying this because I want to get her vaccinated. I understand the fear of the unknown where you're like, well, I'm going to put something in my body and like, you know, there's so much misinformation out there and there's like fucking videos on the internet. It's like, oh, I have cerebral palsy now because I got fucking the COVID vax and shit like that. And it is really, really, really silly. But I do understand why people get duped into it. People who eat McDonald's or smoke a cigarette every day for lunch are worried about what's in the vaccine. Yeah. If you've ever had Jack in the Box, you literally cannot complain about what's in the vaccine. You know what's pretty funny, though? These guys don't know anything about what's in the vaccine or what the dangers are, right? But then they actually do a lot of research. And I feel like if you spend all of that research time, like literally researching the efficacy of the vaccine or all this other stuff, like you wouldn't be a fucking moron. 600,000 people die of COVID. I sleep. One person died after getting the vaccine. We don't know if it's related to it. We should probably stop the fucking vaccines, dude. It's crazy. We do something that is profoundly dangerous every day. Okay? Every single day. We walk outside and we get in a car. That is infinitely more dangerous than getting a vaccine shot. But why do we do it? Well, one, we don't really think about it. It's totally normalized. And two, we do it because it provides utility. It allows society to function. Okay? You have to go from place to place. It's a beautiful, marvelous technological achievement that you don't have to fucking, ride a horse all the way to your friend's house. Okay? And the vaccines operate in a similar capacity. Vaccines are a marvel of technology, of medical technology, that you get vaccinated, it decreases the likelihood that COVID can spread. It almost completely eradicates your chances of going into the hospital if you end up getting COVID. It turns COVID into something that is less deadly than the common flu. It's a beautiful thing. It provides an insane amount of utility. So the benefits of the vaccine tremendously outweigh whatever kind of like fake anti-vaccine argument you've concocted in your fucking Facebook circle. Okay? if you're not going to get the shot, like for obvious reasons, like, you know, protecting your friends, family, and yourself, most importantly yourself, then get it because it feels like for a brief moment that the American healthcare system works and it's like universal and it's socialized. And that is literally the best feeling. I'm not even remotely kidding. It's one of the greatest feelings that you can feel. Getting that healthcare, getting that free healthcare is so fucking good. Like, I would get more shots. I actually want, like, more COVID shots for free, as long as it's free, obviously, just so I can feel like I have socialized medicine in this country. That America is actually capable of mass vaccinating its population and protecting it. You know what I mean?